let's do a segment called My Friend Needs a Job. Is Marley? Are you here? Can you come out on stage, Marley Nelson?
It might take him a bit. I think he's in the audience.
Okay, he can't clamber up the.
He will, but it just might take a bit.
Yeah.
Or I hope he will. I don't want to speak for him.
When he gets here, we're gonna give him a job. I know what you're thinking. It's. I came here to give. What can I give? I drove from Phoenix. I paid $35, and I want to engage in charity. Standing in line was my duty, and now begins my obligation. That's what you're thinking.
Duty. Isn't a duty an obligation?
A duty is a necessity sometimes.
Marley, everybody.
All right. Hi, Marley. All right, Marley, I met you because you. Wait, are we?
What's up?
Should we not say how I met you because is that?
Oh, fuck them, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I met you because you were working at the hotel I was staying at, and you're a very hospitable person.
Oh, thank you.
And then while I was gone, at one point you got fired from the hotel because you weren't. I don't know what the story was.
Well, the story was a little complicated. It was one person said this, another person said that, but essentially I kind of had sex upstairs and it was frowned upon.
Right.
Apparently you can't do that type of thing at work.
In a hotel, when there's nothing, the only thing that is in a hotel is a bunch of empty beds.
That's what I'm saying.
If you work in a hotel and you're doing a good enough job that...
1 + 1 is 2. That's what I mean, like...
So that's the first time you've ever told me that, by the way. I didn't bring him up because I knew the reason he got fired was awesome. He told me he wasn't at his post, but it sounds like you were.
I had to keep it professional, you know, like. But I was posting though.
Okay.
It was.
All right, so and you were you're. If you can make friends with me, it means you're either black or you're a very friendly person.
Or both.
And if you're both, we're friends. I like you seem like a good guy. I don't think that you're secretly a rapist or anything. Like
I also don't think you're a secret murderer. I don't think you're a secret burglar.
Oh no, I'm actually really open and honest about my murdering and burglaring. So like once I do it, you'll know.
It comes through.
Yeah.
All right. So what I talked to you earlier before the show, and I got some data, like as you put it, because you were in the hospitality industry, which you were very good at.
Yes.
If I could start a hotel, I would have you at the front door. Like I would know that you were gonna make every guest feel wonderful.
Well, yeah, 100%. That's the job, man.
But you went from there to comic book distribution.
Yes, it's true.
And you're currently working in that. You're a big comic book fan. You like Iron Man. You like Spider-Man. What's your favorite?
Oh, that's a complicated question, man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Shit.
Whew. Probably Dr. Doom and Batman would have to be like the pinnacle of comic bookdom.
You like Dr. Doom as like a guy. You like his. You said earlier. You said this election is like choosing between Dr. Doom and Red Skull. Yeah, which means like an insidious Well, okay.
Yeah,
well,
but I mean, you want to work. You would work with Dr. Doom because at the end of the day, he's going to take care of you.
He's got Latveria.
Yeah, exactly. You go to Latveria and they're like, "Oh, we love Doom. Yeah, we have universal health care. Education's free."
Yeah.
Dr. Doom's above board, kind of.
Yeah.
He absolutely is.
Like I have a chrome face.
I have a country.
Some of it's under a hood, but that's because I don't want to look like Destro.
Well.
But Red Skull is like, I don't want anyone to know I have a red skull for a head. I'm gonna Hydra everything.
The dude has a red skull. Like that.
And he's not proud of it.
No. Yeah, he's very upset.
I don't think that Red Skull was his idea as a name. I think he probably was like, I'm Warlock Master. And then like eventually gave in, like the way with the big league thing. Like,
bro,
Big League became Big League.
Your skull's red. We should just stick with what we know.
All right, so politics is disturbing it's muddying the waters here. It's like it doesn't matter how you feel. What matters is you tried hospitality. You're now working in comic book distribution. What you told me, if you had your ideal job, it would be getting high and talking about comics.
All day.
Is there anybody in New York that
owns a comic book store,
has a business that involves someone along the pipeline getting high and talking about comic books?
Talking about comic books, guys. I can do this all day.
Dustin owns a podcast network.
I guess you could get high and talk about. I mean, you would have to do ads while you got high and talking about comics. You'd have to go
or comics.
Iron Man's dope. And so is Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to.
Can you imagine pitching just comic book superheroes as if they were podcast ads? I've been reading Spider-Man for a long time, and I gotta tell you that it's 20% off, and Spider-Man has webbing that entangles foes with ease, and the strength of 6 men. I don't know. It would be great. I mean, maybe it wouldn't.
All right, so people listening to this will know Marley Nelson.
Marley Nelson on Facebook.
He's
Pot and Comics.
He's in New York. He's
My mom is gonna hear this shit, bro.
Yeah, he's off the map.
Wait,
I didn't even think about that.
Why is your mom gonna hear it?
I don't know. I'm
we
kind
could
of
cut
like
this
a cool
out if
dude.
you want.
Well, just tell your mom not to. Your mom doesn't listen to my podcast.
She's your biggest fan.
You're excited. You're conflicted because you wanted to tell your mom you were on a podcast, and then you're like, she'll know I get high.
Yeah. Well, she knows, but she doesn't want everyone else to know that she knows. Well, I just put that shit out.
We'll cut it out. It'll be fine.
This relationship, you own it, not her. Just don't tell her you're on a podcast. She's never gonna find out.
I hope not. My rent's gonna be all fucked up then.
Nobody that knows Martha Nelson from Greenwich Village is gonna. No, okay.
How do you know that name? I love comic books. See that, guys? That was Batman versus Superman.
Oh shit.
What do you think of this Bane guy in this Batman movie? In that third Batman movie, what did you think of that?
For real?
Yeah.
He goes,
let's talk about this. I have opinions too, but I want to hear yours.
I mean, it's a little.
I mean, it wasn't Bane at all.
No.
I get what they were trying to do. Christopher Nolan wanted to do was crazy shit, but that wasn't fucking Bane, bro. Bane's a goddamn mercenary. Had nothing to do with League of Assassins. Broke Batman's back. Did that shit in the whole Nightfall storyline. It was a whole fucking thing. Nah, that shit was all fucked up.
Also,
bro.
He's super smart, right? Like he's a mastermind, and that wasn't represented
He's a
at
really
all.
good strategist, but he's not like Batman level smart. You know,
no one's
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, no one's Batman level.
Well, maybe Brainy.
I don't like the movie begins with the
Brainiac,
idea
maybe.
that he's comfortable putting a hood on and getting on a plane, and he's got this whole plan laid out because he apparently knows exactly what happens when you surrender to the federal government. He's got a hood on his head.
You know,
he's
when
got
you say it
handcuffs
like
on,
that-
and he's picking his
Maybe
quips
he's a
and it's
genius.
it depends. Are you afraid of me? I'm afraid of you. And it's and he's got this hood on. And it's what if the fucking guy just pointed and blew his brains out before he had the hood off? He doesn't know that's not going to happen. I don't admire that kind of villain. He doesn't plan things. The Joker was okay. All right. It was just the whole thing is he's so logical. You got him right where he wants him. But it's there's no internal logic. I don't like it. I don't like lack of internal logic in my superhero.
In the Joker or Bane?
I mentioned the Joker for a second because
Okay.
they
But in
did a
Bane,
good job of creating a character that could be counted on to do anything other than what made sense because that was his superpower. I thought that was the Heath Ledger Joker was we all agree that was kind of.
Well, he was the best part of that movie.
They made the Joker make sense in that way. It was
100%.
He's a compulsive anarchist. He just wants to watch the world burn. It's it's kind of cheating, but fine, fuck it. But Bane was I've got a plan for Gotham. I'm gonna make sure everyone finds
But to be fair,
about the corruption.
That's way better than the Bane that we had in. To even say this causes me physical discomfort, but I'm gonna say it because I love all of you.
Aw.
Batman and Robin.
Right.
What,
It
the
was
movie?
like, yeah, that movie.
Oh, well, yeah.
The Bane in that was just like, it was like a slap to the face of everything I've ever known in comic books. It was like almost as bad as Spider-Man's organic weapon.
I met Adam West at Stan Lee's Kamikaze, and it was very uncomfortable.
Why?
Because I told the Comic Con organizer, she said, I heard her going like, when Adam West gets here, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is Adam West here? I'd really like to meet him. And I didn't expect like actually like steps to be taken that involved putting anyone out. And then we went to meet Stan Lee, which turns out means that I kept thinking we were gonna like be brought into a room. I like, it's like, you know, the old joke, the Greg Barrett's joke of like the New York Times calls him and asks him a few questions and he thinks that he's getting interviewed but they're just selling him a subscription. Like I thought Stan Lee wanted to meet me. Like it was like, Stan Lee would love to have you at his Comic-Con and meet you. And I was like, of course he does. That's my time has come. He's got better shit to do. He's got a, you know, and it was like, it was more like, oh, well, you know, the Comic-Con, you go in the front of the line and then you meet Stan Lee. It was fine. But then they were like, we're walking from the Comic-Con out to the van to leave, and this golf cart is speeding up, and the Comic-Con organizer leaps into the path of it and flags it down because it's Adam West, and Dan Harmon wants to meet Adam West.
Oh, no.
And so Adam West is like, who? And Burt Ward, who's in the back seat, is like, double who? Because he didn't say he wanted to meet Adam West and Burt Ward, so even if he's Barack Obama, I don't fucking shit. Holy bullshit, me man. He's in therapy and his therapist is teaching him how to, she's like, when you have anger, I want you to, it's okay, you can keep saying holy whatever's bugging you, but I want you to start telling yourself instead of Batman. Holy divorce me, man. And that's just, anyways, I just thought that was a funny premise. I'm not doing myself any favors because the guy doesn't have any reason to like me. Someone had stopped a golf cart and then it was like, there was just, the whole golf cart was loaded with the entire cast of the Batman original TV show. I was like, if Adam West, and then I was like, Adam West, they were like, they're busy. And I found myself angry at them. Like, and I'm like, why am I mad at them? Like, and I was also ashamed of myself because I'm like, what? And I was like, oh my God, I meet people every day who are going through all this shit. Not to flatter myself. I'm just saying, like I was like, oh, this is always happening. It's like, oh, people going like, I also met Walter Koenig, and I had just watched him and Bruce Campbell in Moon. What was the fucking movie called? Moon Escape. It's an awful movie from the '80s, and Walter Koenig's in it. I couldn't fucking continue. I was like, why am I telling him this? Like, it's a shitty movie. He knows it's shitty. Like it's embarrassing, and it's like, and I knew it the whole time. And I had 20 minutes to stew on it, and then I ended that 20 minutes and said. Sir, I had to say it. I know it's, you know, it's all that. Like, I know this is a big annoyance and all this stuff, but I have to say, I just watched this shitty movie you were in, yesterday, whatever the name of it was, and it just stared at me blankly. I'm like, yeah, of course. Like what do you expect of? It makes me feel sad. Anyways, the election's happening, and.